What's going on, everyone? Nick Daniels here. Thanks for watching the video.
What's going on, everybody? Nick Daniels here, coming at you live yet again with another movie review, because obviously we can't do fuck all for the rest for every day, so except watch movies and work. So yeah, so The Fifth Wave, that's what I watched. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you, I have this like really bad tendency to just do this. I'll just like watch the trailer or like watch a clip. You know how like if you click something on Netflix, it'll be like, yo, and it'll be like, here's a bit of the video. It does that. So yeah, I checked it out. I was like, all right, this looks actually, it looks somewhat interesting. The actress is kind of cute. I don't know, I'll check it out. And yeah, it was kind of what I should have expected that was going to be. It was honest to God, it was fucking trash. So we're just going to ruin the whole plot here, so be prepared for that. So Fifth Wave, man, I love this idea though, like how it started up, like it kind of looked a little cool. It looks like this like fucking young girl is walking around. She's got like an assault rifle in her hands, and she just looks completely just like at all times, and like her hair just looks perfect, and she just walks in this room and like mows a guy down. And I was like, all right, yeah, like I can get down to that, okay? I can get down to what we're gonna see here. And the first bit of the movie, like, it was like the classic narration, like things were kind of happening, and it was just her voice in the background going, yeah, like, you know, this went down, and I was like, dude, if these aliens are like all that, like, I was like, why would they just stop with like the earthquakes, or why would they just stop with like certain waves? Why did they just like use the one that was most effective and just continue that forever and just like eventually wipe them all out? I don't know. But yeah, so they sent down a couple waves of like either like one was a virus, which is kind of cool because it kind of relates to obviously the coronavirus at the moment, in that idea. But yeah, it was kind of fucked, and you don't really ever see the alien. Like supposedly they're there, but I was like, okay. So her high school crush. This is supposedly the love triangle that happens here. This Ben fella, he gets enlisted into the military, and then they just like mow down all like the adults. So they take all the kids. This is what I thought was fucking hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing at it, because it was like they were making them like you guys are going to be the game changer in the war with the others, they called them. The others are the aliens in the ship that are literally have just sat there and did nothing apparently for years. But they're like fucking 12. Like, there's a girl on the team called Teacup. And like, dude, she's not going out there and slaughtering people. She's 12. And like, the girl's brother is there, who's also like 12. Like, they're just short as fuck, and they're kids, right? Like, if it came down to like physically attacking somebody and being like having to get your way into a fight and like win, I'm telling you, Teacup is not pulling it off. Teacup was fucked. There was no need to send Teacup out there, and God for like, thank you, they didn't kill her. But it was like stupid. Now, the one concept that I liked about to the end of the movie, and I still liked it, was the fact when they get into the military, they're told that if you look through these screens, you'll see that the aliens have like the green on them, right? And that means like the alien has taken over the host, and you gotta kill him. So they go down to the street, and it's like just like a bunch of like abandoned buildings, and like there's a bunch of them, so they're just like fucking spraying them. And they made a good point. They're like, well, why are they retreating? Like, all we did was blow up a bus. And they're like, we're just a bunch of kids, right? We have like a bunch of 12-year-olds here, which is like, thank you, I know. And yeah, so finally someone clues into that. And obviously once that happens, it's pretty fucking hilarious. Because yeah, once they clue into the fact that it's like, okay, we're dealing with a bunch of kids and these guys were running away, they clue in. They're like, those are humans, right? We were sent to eradicate our own people. The aliens are actually the military. They've taken over our military. That's obviously how they have all the technology and the cars working and the radios and whatever. So then we follow our main character through the movie, and I did like that though. I thought that was actually kind of cool because the Black Mirror episode kind of radiates on that, and it's actually kind of a cool concept that they were like, yeah, you're so brainwashed, and that's obviously why they went for the kids, is because the kids are so naive they won't know. An adult might be able to figure it out. The kids still figure it out. I was like, okay. So yeah, other than that, the main character, she does her thing. She just kind of creepily walks along in the woods, making weird faces. Her hair, for some reason, never gets out of oriented at all. Like, it's just the same fucking hairstyle no matter what. It's, like, perfect. Yeah, and then, like, I did watch a review on it, and then I thought to myself it was a pretty accurate statement. But she says, she's like, I kind of wish I could be like the old Chloe or Cassie. I think that's what her name was there in the thing there. It's like Cassie. I wish I could be the old Cassie again. And yeah, somebody was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she never had that transition. There was never a transition of like, okay, I feel like this is a new character. It's like, no, you kind of feel like you're the same person. Yeah, I don't know. And like, there's a couple scenes where I was like, all right, like now something's happening. Like she gets shot in the leg when she's like walking out in the middle of the open, and like that's supposed to be like intense. So I was like, okay, like I'm down, right? She's like bleeding out. This is intense. And then Evan comes along, this fucking hunk, and I was kind of rooting for Evan actually. I was like, if he taps that, I'd be kind of stoked. And they have their little relationship, and then eventually she's got like her leg propped up where like the bullet wound was, and he's like, yeah, let me take care of that. And I was like, come on, like he's trying to fucking clearly advance. And then sure enough, it's like 2 seconds later, they're like making out in the car. And I was like, yeah, okay. So Evan just fucking scores, which is great for Evan. I thought it was funny though, like he gets in the water and he's like bathing, swimming, I don't know, whatever he was doing. And he's got like the fucking abs and shit. And then that's kind of where like that was kind of falling apart. I was like, yeah, right. And then they have this like relationship that's like, I don't know, it just felt like it just felt absolutely forced. Like they were really trying hard to sell it to you that this is a relationship. I was like, dude, yeah, it's like, yeah, that's a bit much, but that's what they wanted to sell you. So I was like, there. And then eventually they find out. So everybody just clues in that the aliens are there, as the military. So they just all of a sudden storm it down, and they take it. And it's funny because there's like an attack when our main character gets there. There's like a big attack, and like things are blowing up and shit. So I guess it was Evan doing all of it, because apparently he's also like half alien, so he can like, yeah, he can like jump high and do some crazy shit. And yeah, she's still making it with him at the end, and I was like, yeah, it's great. And then he just like runs off, and then like the facility just blows up, so we just assume he died. And like she regroups with Sam, the brother, and I wasn't really into it. I wasn't like, I didn't really feel like that was a big deal. I don't know. And like she even gets Evan to show her how to like disarm someone with the pistol, and she uses it like fucking once. I was like, yeah, all right. Like I don't know. It was super cliche. I guess it was enjoyable. I mean, I was laughing. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Like 90% of the movie, I just thought was a moosing, of how they were doing things. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. And, maybe you enjoyed that maybe more than I did, but I'm telling you right now, man, it was a bit of a struggle, coming from me. I had a hard time, but, I don't know. I didn't mind that I watched it. So, all right. Thanks for watching. We're going into Walmart. Fucking COVID-19, boys. Gotta play it safe. Yeah. And anyway, we'll bring you more movie reviews because obviously I keep fucking watching them. So there's going to be another one on the way home. So thank you. Tons of those coming. Thanks.